So yeah, it's been busy. It's been a little crazy. I also didn't feel well lately, so I haven't been doing some videos and just trying to get work done behind the scenes. I did a bunch of things earlier today and yesterday and whatever, and I'm trying to get caught back up. So anywho, I know some friends have been wondering how do I make these cool dragon eye hopes, and I'm going to show you guys how I make those today. Um, so these are goat milks. Everything we make is uh, goat milk pretty much based. I think our lotions are vegan based. So I got a few more molds. Originally I only had one of these. Um, and Robert on Etsy at Sweet, I got this one off of AliExpress. Robert makes the Dragon Eye soap mold. And he green lady molds in recently, and I'm gonna hand paint these. This is the blackberry that I just unmolded earlier today. Gorgeous! I freaking love the mold. It's adorable. I love it. Um, Here is after they get all the fabulous eco mica and glitter and all that stuff. These I just unmolded earlier today, literally. These are our dragon blood, and I do them in a blue, green, and brown. And then I paint them. They come out really, really cool. So anywho, just give you a sneak peek at a few of those. Put these off to the side. Oh, and a quick shout out to anyone, if you know where I can get nitrile gloves and not these final ones for a good price, put it in the comments below because I'm really struggling to find those, and the prices around here went up like double. They're like $20 for a package, and or they're hard to find just in general. So if you know where I can get some in a medium or large, shoot me. I've been busy, so I try to make sure that they're angled. Hopefully not catching that. So I try to make sure that they're angled up. I have a cookie sheet here. You could use whatever you have. I've got a clean dish rag here that hasn't been used. I've got my lye water. I've got my oils all ready. It's sunshine yellow mixed with firefly yellow for nurture. It's really, really pretty. To the orange and the red, just so it deepens the colors a little bit. And I had wanted to see how it came out. I wasn't sure if I liked it or not, but people liked this coloration a little bit better than the brighter colors. So I'm going with it again. So anywho, we've got a rag. Got just you could have a popsicle stick or something, or a spoon. This just happens to be a little silicone stir sticky thing. Let's see. So I've got my oils and butters already melted. This is our sunflower, castor, coconut, beef tallow, olive oil, and shea butter. And then I've got my goat enough. Aztec has a dragon blood scent that does not discolor. So that's why I'm able to get these fabulous flippity colors. Is this one does not discolor at all. And this, anywho, I've got my butters and my oils all melted here. You can see my honey is in the oils. So where is that? We're just gonna mix this a little bit. Zip it up. Hubby grabbed my safety goggles again, so I'm gonna try to be very careful here. So we're working on some new that I was supposed to do with scrubs yesterday, and we ran out of some of the men's shave soap, so I ended up having to make that first. So and I've got another soap I need to do after this one, and I'm hoping I can get the lip balms done tonight. So anywho, I've been a little busy. Picked up lately, and I've had trouble keeping up with especially this this one because I was only able to make 4 at a time, and it does take me about a half hour to paint each one of these in the evening. So I figured if I could make a bunch of them, I could paint more, maybe a quicker time. So you do want this more medium-ish trace, because you want I'm going to put my a little bit more red. I usually just kind of eyeball it in the thirds, maybe a little bit less for the center, and I do find I need to add a little bit more yellow just to get it to really kind of pop a little bit. So, and my batch weight are 28.7 ounces, and that gives me 12 dragon molds. And earlier it looked like when I was doing the other one earlier, it came out looking like I had too much batter, but it was actually perfect. So, and how I figure that out is I just I put this on 0, and then I fill one cavity with water, and I write down the weight, and then I multiply it by how many soaps I'm making, and then your total batch weight is what you're going for. So my total batch weight to make these is 43.71 ounces. I don't like to waste soap, and I don't have a dry. I'm just making the big ones. So if you have found a dragon soap stamp out there and you think it's cool, maybe send me a link. I'm looking for one. I don't know. I haven't found one yet. Add a pinch more. Order more of that. So how you guys doing out there? Some of them are taking like a month to get here. Difficult or challenging to place orders because I want to not spend as much on shipping or handling or any of that processing stuff as I can or have. Wholesale supplies plus has been a little bit slow, and so has Aztec, but Aztec actually lost some of their employees. They died, so I'm trying to work with a lot of the things I already have on hand. And I got an order in, I think in November from Aztec, and I've been waiting to place another order from another supplier right now. Alrighty, so we're waiting for this to be a little bit thicker, and I'm trying to look at what I got going on here. I think I did orange in the bottom. Yeah, the red's on top. The little horns and stuff are on top here, so I'm gonna do orange, yellow, and then red. I'm gonna put my red over here, and I've got my orange here. I don't know. I just thought this, it's got orange, it's got like a citrus, mulled spices. I was thinking berries, and I thought red, orange would be really cool, like a rainbow to do. So, and other people were like, those are so cool. So, anywho, the cool people won, and we keep making them because they like them. So, you're gonna have to have probably a little bit of patience with this. So, try to pour it like this up in the corner. And I'm trying to keep it out of eye, so I actually need to pour it like this. I try to swoop some of this in here and this way. It doesn't look pretty right now, does it? But it will. Trust me. Okay, so there's that one. Put that one backwards and work on a couple more. Because I love ombres and kind of tie-dyed stuff. I've always loved tie-dye. I think if I could live in camouflage or tie-dye, I would. I just love them that much. Anywho. This is like the hardest part, is just getting it to the eyeball and keeping it out of the eyeball. Probably can be a little bit thicker, but then I feel like I have a hard time getting it in all these little nooks and crannies. So I like it a little watery-ish, thinner, on the thinner trace side. If it's too thick, it doesn't quite go in all the nooks and crannies like you want it to. And I probably could just do like a drop swirl and call it a day, but I don't know, I really like the ombre. I think it looks really cool. Making a really big map here. So basically, I'm just going to go in and clean that up so that my eyeball is as clean as possible. Can you use some Q-tips? I don't know. I think I know what I used. I know what I used last time. I just reminded myself. Like the past 2 days I've been working on these, I was like, I know I did something. So to clean up. It's okay if it's not perfect. It's art now. That's what I did. I knew there was something I did. This really just kind of scrapes the eyeball really good. And it's a little spoon, so it gets in there really, really good. A little touch. I knew I had a trick up my sleeve. That was it. That's my trick. Again, it won't be perfect. It's art. All right, so I think that's pretty good. Scrapiness too. Room temperature oils and butters that I'm working with. It's not too high a concentration of butters that my soap is getting up to a pudding yet, so we're good, we're good. I'm gonna call that good. All right, so we've got our first ombre layer down. The next one is, this is okay, this is still good, don't worry. Kind of what you want in the next layer. Scoop it into that eye socket area and up to the corner. I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking, this looks like mustard and ketchup. It totally does. But it doesn't look like that once I get in pain. Trust me. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome. Hope so. Alright. That one like that. Kinda don't want any air bubbles either, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to scrape that a little bit just so I can have a little bit more red showing. I want the eye. There's the eye. There's the eye. Red to go all the way up here, corner. So, red. Making you hungry for hot dogs and hamburgers yet? Sure looks like ketchup and mustard to me. Sure to get that on all of them. So the last bit really will work out okay because it's a little thicker, I think, than last time I did this. Where's the white one? Oh, Here it is. I like this one from the dollar store. This one's really, we're just gonna kind of plop it in. And we're going to swirl it. Probably would have liked this to be a little bit more fluid right now. It is warmer in the house now than it was this morning, so I know that later here. Alrighty, getting to the mix and crunnies. So I'm gonna put these down and put that in there, put that in there, get in there. Just gonna make sure these are all in there like I want it to be. Hang on. That should be good. Good. Handy dandy frosting spreader. One more to go. Alright guys, so in order to make the colors pop and be real, and for probably a good 6 or 8 hours, I leave just the oven light on, and that warms up my oven without turning it on to about 100 degrees in there, and then these go through a gel phase and makes the colors pop, so they won't be ketchup and mustard color. They'll actually be 2 days. Maybe I might be able to do it tomorrow. I can show you guys what they look like, and I'll post a picture on Instagram. One of these, but I don't remember which one it was, and people were asking for the video on how I actually did the ombre. So anywho, that's it. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you try this out. If you have this mold, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram, stuff like that. I'll put my links down below, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me here in my kitchen at Becca's by the Bay. See you next time.